I'm going to try to talk myself out of the rafters. I have this feeling that industry wants to buy its way out of the reality we're in. And that's why consultants get paid a lot of money to help them with their sustainability strategies and these materiality assessments. And what's prompted this was a conversation I had earlier today. Could have been with any company, so it's not about which company and exactly what was said. But it reminded me that materiality, as I understand it, which is meant to be based in reality, contemplating actual physics, what we might call planetary boundaries, biology, human and other species, geology, hydrology, all the things that are real are not really real for industry. And when they understand materiality, they understand it only as far as they can prove it's relevant to their investors, to their CFO, etc. And I can't really be surprised by that, because that is the notion that got me to step out of corporate responsibility and corporate sustainability work and to start to tinker in my own way in the edges of this, what I call corporate art project of materiality. But somehow it hits me over and over. And analogies keep coming to mind. Like one is, somebody who wants to be a better athlete and compete at a higher level in a sport. And so they hire a trainer who's got great expertise to guide them. And then they also hire other athletes to go to the gym and train with that athlete, and they themselves never go. Or they go once in a while and they perhaps learn a few great things, but they don't actually go through the embodied changes required to be a better athlete. If I want to be a better athlete, I can't outsource exercise and strength work and agility and flexibility to somebody else. I actually have to do it myself. And I may hit real barriers where I can't go any further. And I feel like that's what's happening with industry. There is an awakening in many quarters of awareness that they cannot keep going as they are. There is, I think, in a lot of places, meaningful appetite to make change, to do things better, to have a more positive impact. But as soon as the reality of what their business model entails is on the table, there's this kind of intellectual numbness or something that can't go further because it would just be too big to grasp. And I'm beginning to think that until it's illegal to have a disconnect between what a company says its purpose is and what its actual business model is, there won't be anything in the way to change it. So I've already published this materiality assessment I did on Google, and that's an easy place to look, where their stated corporate purpose is something like to organize the world's data and make it accessible to everybody. And that's a wonderful purpose. I love it. And in some ways, they're actually doing that. But the way they make money, their business model, is by selling advertising, and something like $158 billion worth of advertising last year alone. And their stock price is going up and up, as have many companies that are publicly traded in the last couple of years, while so many people lost their jobs, lost their health, lost many important things. And so something doesn't make sense when the stated purpose is one thing, but the way they make money is another. And this company that I spoke with this morning, and again, it's not about the specific company, so I'll use specific words without throwing, frankly, friends and peers and colleagues under the bus. I don't know anybody at Google, so I'm not throwing them under the bus. Well, I am, but I don't know them personally. But this is a mining company, and their stated purpose, you can probably Google it and figure out who it is. Their stated purpose is something like to improve life and transform for the future. Improve life. My purpose, me, Lorraine Smith, my purpose is to enable business and all industry to be a force of healing that serves life. So it feels like, wow, we're kind of doing the same thing. But when you look at their business model, they dig holes in the ground. Literally, that is their stated business model. They dig holes for mining, and then they process the minerals and distribute them. And those minerals go into things that I use. I'm participating in that business model. They go into the consumer marketplace, the infrastructure world, commercial real estate. There's nothing secret about what mining companies do, but their stated purpose is to improve lives and transform the future. And so I'm in this kind of mental snarl about what does it look like for the people, the human beings who work at companies to really grasp reality. You can't buy a reality. You have to perceive it. You can't outsource the perception of reality, which is what the traditional ESG materiality assessments are. You have to give yourself, your colleagues, your peers, from your executives, permission to perceive that reality, and then to see the disconnect and wonder, what might we do as a company, as an industry, as a team, as a set of innovators? What might we do to change that? Because without that, this commitment to improve lives and transform the future is just words on a page. It's not reality. I'm holding the belief that it's possible, truly possible, because I think we are natural beings designed to evolve and look after one another. But it was frustrating to bump into that directly. Thanks for hearing. See you around.